Welcome to Creative Madness.
Hey YouTube Nation, it's the Homie Game Guru. Now the holiday time is upon us, and we know we're going to have friends and family over and we want to entertain them. Now there's a whole bunch of games that you could go out there and buy to entertain everyone, but I'm going to introduce you to a very simple game concept that you could make very quickly, very easily, with very little materials. And it's a kind of game that you and everyone involved can make up the rules and play a multitude of ways. So I'm going to show you how to make a 3D pyramid board game. Again, a very simple concept, but the amount of ways to play this is endless, and you guys are going to have a blast playing it. This creative video concept is brought to you by SoundPete's Q15 wireless Bluetooth headphones. These headphones come in a multitude of colors. I happen to choose green because it's my favorite color, and it has up to 6 hours of playtime. It also comes with changeable ear tip attachments to fit your comfort needs. Pairing the headphones with your Bluetooth device is incredibly simple, fast, and easy to do. It charges using the included USB cord. Just plug it into your computer. Once charged and your music is ready, it fits comfortably into your ears and you can enjoy your music with amazing sound quality while you keep busy. In my case, listening to disco while cutting cardboard. A link to SoundPete's website is below. At less than $30 a pair, I strongly recommend getting a pair of these earphones and freeing yourself from connecting cords. It's well worth the price. To make our board game, the process starts with a plain piece of white Bristol board. Using a mechanical pencil and a meter stick, I make 1 inch by 1 inch grids. It takes a bit of time to do, but when completed, this giant grid will make designing the game easier and symmetrical. You'll also see I put down different points diagonally from the center. These equally placed points will be connected to create each level of the game. Connecting the indicated points shown before, I clearly draw out each of the 4 squares that will act as each level of the game. Using pen, I draw over each of the lines of all 4 levels. Instead of just 1 inch spaces, I want each playing space to be 2 inches length by width. This allows for multiple players to be in one space. I then erase all the excess penciled lines, revealing all the 2-inch playing spaces per level. I clearly hand cut each level's template using my cutting blade. With each level's template, I trace and cut 4 pieces each on double corrugated cardboard sheets. The exception is the large base level. Only 2 pieces were traced out and cut. This is just a personal preference, and more copies can be made if you desire greater height. Using my favorite glue, PL Premium, I will glue each level's pieces together. I let them dry for at least 3 hours before moving on to the next step. I want each level to have its own border color. This is an aesthetic choice and could prove useful in helping make up games to play when it's complete. Now here's each colored level. Only the edges really required color, but I colored the entire top part as well. The templates used to trace out each level are now glued onto the finished levels. The final part of the assembly is gluing each level together. Glue is placed under each level upwards from the base and carefully put into place. Let dry for 3 hours and the game is ready for use. So here you go guys, I told you, very easy, very simple 3D board game that could become any game you want it to be. Now, the playing pieces here, again, I just bought some stuff off the dollar store, very cute, but you could use blocks, playing pawns, chips, whatever you want. When it comes to the type of rules you can make for this, again, the possibilities are endless. I left the spaces blank so I could put anything in these playing spaces, and I suggest using pencil, because with pencil you could then erase a space, erase whatever you put in here to make a brand new game. So this could be used over and over and over again. And just to give you some suggestions on types of games you could play a trivia game. So each space is a different trivia question that you could ask of friends and family or of pop culture life, whatever you want. You could have a chase me game where the different players are trying to chase each other to knock each other off the board. You could have a game called Conquer the King where you're also trying to chase each other, but instead of knocking off the board, you need to get to that player and then get on top of them on that space to move up to the next level, then to the next level and so forth. So you're kind of using players to ascend upwards on the board. You could have a battle kind of game. You could use action figures, put some G.I. Joes on this, and have it where you're trying to get each other, and you could collect weaponry or whatever you want. Again, it doesn't matter. This board can be any kind of game you want it to be. Use dice, use spinners, use cards, whatever. As long as you're using pencil, you can erase and add new spaces anytime you want. And with the 3D structure, it's just a fun change from the standard flat board game. So I hope you guys like this concept, and thank you to SoundPeats for sponsoring this video. And I wish you guys the best for the holiday season, and then we'll be back next year with even more creative madness. So you guys take care. All the best.